Okay, well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's okay. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, but today what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at, and I'm just making sure that the media is off, as I had media on a moment ago. Yeah. What we're going to have a look at today is Orbx for XP12, Great Britain North, and Great Britain South. So it's part of their True Earth Great Britain series. You get Great Britain North and Great Britain South for XP12. They haven't done the middle yet. At least I don't think so. No, they haven't. So we've got North and South, and that's what we're going to have a look at. But before we do that, I need to let you know, look, as you can see here on this image, that it has all been redone. It's been redone, or should I say remastered, for XP12, and there's been some additions as well. They've changed the colour a little bit and made it look more like summer all throughout. Now obviously with XP12, because we've got weather, when it becomes winter time we'll have snow on the ground anyway, but I just wanted to show you. And before I actually get into X-Plane, let me just tell you how much it costs. Altogether for the two of them, it costs $13.43 Australian. Right, so that's $13.43 Australian. If you was buying it in sterling, so Great British pounds, it works out at £7.05 for the two, if you already have the X-Plane 11 stuff. So if you've got X-Plane 11 products, if you go into Orbx Central and look at your products, it'll show you whether you've got the X-Plane 11 packages, and when you then look at the X-Plane 12 packages, it will have that price on them. $5.40 Australian, I think, for the South, and $8.03 Australian for the North. Altogether, though, $13.43 Australian cents. Sorry, 13.43 Australian dollars, which works out at the moment at today's rate at £7.05, which is £3.50, 2.5 for both of them, if you work it out that way. I mean, it's a bargain, so absolutely beautiful. Let's get in there. Here we are, we're in the Cessna. I'm on pause, and the reason why I'm on pause, because let's have a look if I can do this. We're over Compton Abbas. There's the airport down there, Compton Abbas in the South Country, and just look at this. Okay, we're on pause, and I put it on pause for a specific reason, because I don't want you to miss some of the things that I'm seeing. So look, as I scroll around here, I don't know whether anybody's ever flown to Compton Abbas. I have, and it's a grass runway, as you can see, but it's on the top of a hill, and you can actually see that here. Underneath the aircraft there, I haven't got my cursor on. I've turned the cursor off on screen, but underneath my aircraft, you've got a road and a line of trees there. Okay, right underneath the aircraft. Let me zoom in a bit. So that road there, and this is a hill in front, coming up to 08, and all around here are hills and little kind of copses and trees and what have you. Now this, I haven't put any additional trees on or anything. This is everything that comes with Orbx, and I think I'm at something like 1,700 feet maybe. You see all this sloping down here. Let me zoom in on this bit here under the wing. All that is sloping down from that little clump of trees under the tail down. That is all sloping down. The mesh, the terrain mesh, is absolutely brilliant. More often than not, though, you'll find airports are at kind of on flat elevations anyway, but here at Compton Abbas you can see that it's really quite something. So let's unpause, and I mean, you can see that it's absolutely perfect. There's no smearing, there's nothing wrong with the image. I'm saying this is for summer, but some of these fields have been cleared and ploughed and what have you. They look a bit frosty, so it could be. But mind you, there's so many leaves on the trees now. This is definitely summer. And I'm just flying around here. So we're down in the south of England. Let me show you. If I pull the map up, let's just get rid of that. We're right down here. This is the Isle of Wight here. this little island is the Isle of Wight, and then you're coming into like the London regions around here and what have you. And we've just taken off Compton Abbas down in the south country, and as you can see, you know, it's fairly flat. I might take you into the Welsh valleys in a moment, and we'll have a look at what's going on around there. But as you can see, I mean, this looks fabulous. Now, I've manually adjusted the weather. Let me know if you can hear me okay, and let me turn that down a bit, because that might be a bit loud for you. Let me know if you can hear me okay. They still haven't got what right for X-Plane 11. Okay, they still haven't got them right for too many well-known objects and buildings missing. Granted, it's still better than default X-Plane, however, a lot of it is missing landmarks. Okay, yeah. Much of which you can get anyway from Orbx. Let me just throttle up a bit here and climb up. There we go, we'll do a bit of a climb. I mean, for me, this looks fabulous. I mean, I think Orbx, when they do this, they do their photo scenery, it just looks so good. It really does. So as I was saying, this is default weather. I put this weather on myself because real world weather, I believe, the last time I had a look, was pretty rough. Let's have a look. Download. Of course, with XP12, the latest update, you download weather so quickly, it's unbelievable. Let's have a look. I think it's saying VFR broken for real world weather. Yeah. So let's go back to clear skies, because obviously we want to look at things in the best possible light, as they say. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? Look at things in the best possible light. Yeah. So VFR clouds, just a few. Let's do this. Here we go. So yeah, let's just check my altitude here. Yeah, 1,000 feet. So let's go up a little bit and go up to 3,000 feet, because I think it's always important to have a look at scenery and see what it looks like at different altitudes. Now, at this altitude, I mean, I've flown in this area. I've flown around Compton Abbas with my good friend Bob Sidwick, and you know, when you're flying, it does look like this, the English countryside. I've also got Sim Heaven for Europe on this as well, so some of my towns and buildings might look a bit more populated than just using default. Alright, okay, let's have a quick scoot around and have a look at what the Welsh valleys look like. Okay. So what will happen here now is I'm going to move the aircraft very quickly over here, and then hopefully it doesn't crash, but we have got to wait for the scenery to come in. Alright, because obviously I've just moved right across the country very quickly, so we need the scenery to catch up a little bit. If I put it on pause, will it catch up any quicker? And we'll run it. It will catch up, because I've seen it do it. I did it earlier on this morning. What about Sally? We're in the Welsh valleys. There we are. It's scenery's caught up and catching up even more so now. It's drawing more objects. Let's get a little bit higher, because obviously we've got ground rising up to meters, and now you can really see what it looks like as we fly around the Welsh valleys here. I'm not quite sure which valley I'm in. I'd have to look on Navigraph to make sure I knew where exactly I am, but looking really good there, as always. Looking pretty cool. The weather in South Wales is a little bit overcast at the moment. We've had plenty of sunshine today, but it's looking overcast in the real world. So if I was to put real world weather, I don't think we'd be seeing very much here. So let's reconfigure this weather again, and let's go for clear skies. We're in the middle of the day. It is May. There we go. Clear skies. Doesn't make an awful lot of difference. I see we've got 4 people watching. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me okay. Just say yes or no, or it sounds rubbish or whatever. Okay. But coming up to the heads of the valleys road and over into the Brecon Beacons is over here actually. So we're coming into the beacons, but what I do want to do, thank you Mayday. What I'm going to do is we're going to go to the north. We're going to go to Scotland or maybe the Lake District, although there are not many airports in the Lake District, believe it or not. It's probably something to do with the hills, but I think it's looking pretty good. Now let's be clear, X-Plane is not 2020, and it doesn't suggest it's 2020 either. What X-Plane is a flight simulator, and it simulates a flight. We know all about the dynamics, aircraft dynamics, flight dynamics, etc. The latest update to XP12 has been very much concerned around optimization of the flight simulator for all sorts of PCs. The weather engine has been adjusted. There's lighting has been adjusted. All sorts of different things. Probably one of the biggest updates I've seen in all the years that I've been using X-Plane, and it has made a heck of a difference. Let's go to real world weather. Let's see what it looks like just down here in South Wales. Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Alright, let's see. For those of you who are interested, I'm on a 13th gen i7. I have got my PC specs somewhere written down where I could tell you all this, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's a 13th gen i7 processor running at 2.10 gigahertz with the auto step up to 4 gigahertz, 32 gig of DDR4 RAM, and I'm running a GeForce RTX 4080 graphics card. So yeah, you'll see very quick changes. Now look at this. I didn't want to talk about the simulator. I wanted to talk about Orbx. So we look at the ground, looking really good there. Yeah, I mean that's what the moors and the hills around South Wales look like. You know, treeless, barren. We're in the Brecon Beacons. Let's get around here a little bit. Let's get away from this weather. But the weather looking so much better now in X-Plane 12. Of course, as I say all the time, doesn't really matter what you fly as long as you're happy with it. That was that cloud there that I was going through. I mean, look, you've got this, the shadows underneath the clouds. The shadows on the land has been changed as well, so it looks a lot better. The water has been changed a lot. So look at this texture in here on the ground. Absolutely superb. Looks so good now. The reason why I'm in a Cessna is not for frame rates or anything like that. It doesn't matter what aircraft I fly, my frame rates are through the roof. But the reason I'm flying the Cessna is so you can see what Orbx True Earth South looks like. Are those default X-Plane clouds? They are. There is no enhancements. I don't have any enhancements at all. In fact, the Reality XP12 enhancer, which I was using and was using to great effect, that no longer works. I removed XEnviro. I removed XEnviro years ago because I thought it was rubbish. I've got nothing. This is default. Paying for scenery. I'm a nonce. Paying for scenery. What do you mean? Oh yeah. I mean, X-Plane 12 is superb, especially with the latest update. I mean, the latest update was for these clouds. I'm not paying for scenery. I don't understand what you. I mean, you got an emoji there with tears. Do you know how much this costs? The Orbx scenery costs for Great Britain, North and South. I did say right at the beginning. You may not have been around, but for Orbx North and South, if you've already got Orbx scenery for X-Plane 11, you can get this. The two packages together will cost you £7.05, which is $13.43 Australian. Orbx do everything in Australian dollars, but when I converted it using today's exchange rates, it comes to £7.05 for both the south and the north. So what I'm going to do in a moment is we're going to go to Scotland, because that's about as north as we can get. These clouds absolutely superb, with no enhancements. That's just default X-Plane 12 clouds. If you haven't got X-Plane 12, I would seriously be updating. I can't remember, because I've had it a while. I can't remember whether you got it whether you get it discounted. Oh, look at that there. There's a little scrambling track there or something. Not quite sure where we are. Let's have a look on the map. Oh yeah. Oh, we're heading back south. We've gone right round in a circle. Okay. So let's turn north. And then we'll go to Dundee and Scotland. Ah, right. You see this over here? These wind turbines. That is Taff Ely, I think. Yeah, it's Taff Ely wind turbine farm. We don't want to go that way. Okay, let's go to Dundee. Now, I'm going to do it this way. Get to the airport. Got to be that one, isn't it? EG. Certainly looks that way, doesn't it? Alright, so we'll get on the apron, and then what I'll do is I'll put it up in the air. Andrew Broom, now this is a question. It's a hard question to answer. I don't like 2020. I've got it on my machine. Every so often, maybe once a month, every 2 months, I load it up, and I don't like it. There are certain things about it that I just cannot get my head around. One is that the clouds are overdrawn. I mean, you don't see clouds like that in real life. I never have, and I've flown a lot in real life all over the world. I've flown through thunderstorms, and I've flown through fog coming into land at Bristol, and I can assure you the clouds do not look like they look in MSFS. There are a couple of other things. I can't stand the interface. I think the interface, it just reminds me of the 1980s. It's awful. The camera system is rubbish. But all of that said, it looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it does look fantastic. I've flown over London, and it looks brilliant. I don't like the simulator. This thing, that menu bar that comes up, and there's all sorts of things. But it does look fantastic. No two ways about it. It looks fantastic. For me, I can't deny it. I'm an X-Plane fan. I've been an X-Plane fan since X-Plane 10. Well, X-Plane 9 in actual fact. And I like X-Plane because it progresses, it continues to progress, it's continually being developed. I like the flight dynamics, I like the way the scenery looks. And to me, I just like it better. It's not it's not about. It's not so much about how it looks, it's about flight dynamics, the fidelity of aircraft, etc. I mean, the aircraft you're looking at now is the in this load-up screen is the 747-200 Classic. It's probably one of the most complex aircraft to fly on a simulator, bar the Tupolev and Concorde. I mean, you know, this is complex. I'm not bothered what the scenery looks like from 32,000 feet. Because very rarely do I fly it. You know, I don't look out the window at 32,000, 38,000 feet. You know, I'm flying the aircraft. So for me, those things outweigh all the others. And I'm sorry if that doesn't go with, you know, your thoughts, but that's okay. You know, it's a case of fly. You know what you're happy with. And if you like MSFS, then great. And if you like XP12, great. I know people who still fly FS9. And people who fly FSX, P3D, Aerofly, DCS, and they love it. And that's all that matters. Whatever you fly, if you like it, that's all that matters to you. Okay? I'm a nonce. You can't seriously think XP12 clouds look better. To me, yes, they do. But it's subjective. It's, you know, it's what I like, and that's it. Okay. What am I doing? Let's get us in the air. We'll do it the easy way. Alright. Yep. So we'll go up a bit. We'll get the speed up. There we are, 3,000 feet, and we can't see a damn thing, so I am going to have to turn off the weather, the real world weather, because we can't see anything, and that is not the point of today. The point of today is to have a look at the scenery. Right, here we are. So we're in the north, Dundee. Yeah, we're over the town of Dundee, I believe. And we need to get in the Highlands, don't we? That's what we need to have a look at. And get over here. And go up a bit higher. And speed up. And we'll just let the scenery come in. Oh, the scenery's already here. Let it all catch up. There we are. Looking good. Looking very nice indeed. Now, Andrew, are the graphics now on par with MSF? I don't know. You know, like I say, it's subjective. I love X-Plane. I really like flying around in it. It looks good to me. I'm happy with that. So that's the main thing. Okay. So taking a look around once again at the this is Orbx North. I think Orbx North was $8.03 Australian. South was $5.40 Australian, so it's $13.43 Australian altogether, which works out at £7.05. I'm not sure what that is in euros. I can quickly work that out. So in euros, it works out at €8.25. So yeah, I mean, cheap. If you have the X-Plane 11, I think that's the case. Let's have a check on that there. No, we don't want products. Products X-Plane Europe. I'm just looking on the website here. I'm going to pull this across here so we can all look together. So unfortunately, I can't show how much it is. I mean, because I own the product, but it's saying 540. 540. So maybe that's it. That's the price. I can't see it being that cheap though for a full package. Maybe it's because like I said, I had XP11. We'll have to check on that. So, but as far as I'm concerned, I think that looks lovely. Nice scenery. Can't wait for Great Britain Central, because then we'll get Snowdon. Now, and the only reason that I've got this is because of flying VFR around the UK. Yeah, like I say, when I'm flying airliners and I'm going from A to B, all I'm really bothered about is what the airport scenery looks like. Then I'm not really bothered what flying over Spain looks like at 38,000 feet. I might be flying over clouds, so I'm not going to see the ground. But coming into an airport into Spain, say Barcelona, Madrid, or Palma, you know, if the surrounding area around the airport looks nice, then I'm happy with that. So, and we've always got orthophoto for XP to do that. You can get orthophoto XP for a whole country, or you can just get it for around your airport, your destination airport or departure airport. But when it comes to the UK and I'm flying VFR, I really do like to, you know, have nice scenery, and I think this is it. So let's see. Have we got any more questions? There's a few people around. Okay, Mayday, you got to go to work now, but thanks for showing Orbx North and South. I'll catch you again soon. Good job. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I picked up GB South for a bit over $5 yesterday. Yeah, that would be right. And Ken, do you already have UK Orbx UK scenery for XP 11, or is that's how much you paid for the XP 12 version? Because that's not clear on their site. If you could answer that, Ken, if you're still there, that would be really useful to know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, is there? I mean, if you're an X-Plane user, then this is, you know, this is good. I must put in my Balearics scenery. If you've got the stuff for X-Plane 11, yeah, and you want to use it in X-Plane 12, the way to do that is by, if you have a copy of X-Plane 11 on a hard drive, just put the bare bones X-Plane 11 in, and then you can put your Orbx, install your X-Plane 11 Orbx scenery into that, but then create shortcuts from that into your X-Plane 12. There is another way of doing it as well, by making an adjustment, but I can't remember how to do that. Okay, yes, XP11, that's why the special price comes up on the Orbx installer. Right, so if you've got the XP11 products, then you get the XP 12 products at that low price. Thanks, Ken. It wasn't clear on the website when I bought the two packages yesterday evening. I wasn't going to, because I had Ortho for XP for the whole of the UK. But then, you know, at that price, you know, you'd be a fool not to, wouldn't you? Latvian Control. Hi Wycliffe, good evening. I am currently doing my LAPL, been using 2020 for ages. Want to make the switch to X-Plane 12 since 12.1 released. Am I making the correct decision? 12 released in May. Am I making the correct decision? Yeah. Well, I'm going to say yes. I mean, if you're doing your LAPL, you want the best fidelity of aircraft you can get, and in my view, they're in X-Plane 12. Plus, I need to remember. I can't remember what LAPL is. It's light aircraft private license. Is that what it is? Yes, correct. I thought it was light aircraft private license. Yeah, I mean, we just call it PPL here in the UK, private pilot's license. Yeah, I mean, once again, it's about fidelity. I mean, you know, invest with XP12. I would. You know, flight dynamics, aircraft, everything. I wonder if I can remember how to do this. Hang on. That's not what I want. I want that. I just need to try and remember something. Let me see if I can show you. Is that it? No, that's not it. It might be. Right, so here we are. I'm trying to show you something. So all the aircraft in X-Plane are split up into segments. Just see all these numbers on here. This is called element blade theory. So rather than using lookup tables, each aircraft is cut up into slices, and the flight dynamics work on the aircraft in different ways. So you can see here all these poles that I've put on, and as I maneuver the aircraft, that is how the atmosphere is affecting the aircraft. So each part of the aircraft is affected in a different way, including the propeller. Yeah, see, in pitch. Yeah, so everything is affected in a different way. Each slice of the aircraft. You can also put other elements onto this. Yeah, so you can see the stresses and strains on each aircraft, on each part of the aircraft. Now we're flying in fairly still weather with no wind or anything like that. Yeah. Oops. Bear with me a second. So, and here you can see around the aircraft in 3D. Yeah, how the atmosphere is affecting all of those points move. You see them moving. Wake turbulence at the back. I'll slow down a bit. Even more so here. And if I zoom out, those are all the variables that are involved in the mechanics of flight. I mean, there is so much written, and here we have vortices, I believe it is. There's so much written about this stuff in X-Plane. You go onto the forums and you can find out what all of this means. Right, turned it all off now. And here we've even got what's happening beneath the aircraft. We've got ridge lift there. Yeah, so there's actually a wind coming up that ridge, lifting the aircraft up. Yeah. Let me move over here. So if you was in a glider, you could use that. Okay. I don't know what those numbers mean in terms of because you're on Horizon. So I really don't know what those numbers mean, because I've always only ever dealt with Intel and Nvidia. I believe. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You've got a 4080 graphics card. You'll be fine. Yeah. Right. What are you saying? I get the feeling from this demonstration the flight dynamics are much more realistic to the real. Yeah, they are. They are. Now, like I said, I don't use 2020 that much, but a friend of mine does. And his complaint is that all aircraft feel the same. That it doesn't matter whether he's flying a Cessna or the an Airbus. They behave and feel the same. So that's all I can say. Is Orbx South working okay with? Yes, everything. I'm on beta 2. Jerry Jacko, I'm on beta 2. Everything works perfectly. Jerry Jacko, that feels like paper airplanes in MS. Oh yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't fly it enough to make that remark. I do know that the helicopters in 2020, because I've flown them, are absolutely ridiculous. Unlike in X-Plane. I mean, in X-Plane you can do some marvellous things with the helicopters. I was going to do a... See if we can do a stall in this. There you go, there's your stall. Let go of everything. And it just pulls itself out. Now this is default Cessna, by the way. There are some fantastic aircraft available. Jerry Jacko, you're lucky. I've been trying to get the default, the beta 777 for weeks. I keep missing it. Latvian control. I think I will invest. Your sim also looks great. Any add-ons in terms of what? I'll tell you what I've got. Let me do this here. Right. So the add-ons I've got. They're called plugins. So I've got FM car. I've got ground handling deluxe, XP realistic. I thought I'd got rid of XM Biro. Why does it keep showing up? Oh well. I'll have to delete that. That doesn't matter. Show plugin admin. XM Biro. Turn that off because we don't use it. Plugins. X camera. World traffic radar, which I don't use that often. I mean, that's about it really. Better pushback, which is awesome. Let's get on the ground. Let's get on the ground and show you a couple of things, okay? So this aircraft that I'm going to show you, is free. It's a Boeing 737-800, and it is one of the most comprehensive aircraft in flight simulation world. It's developed by a really fantastic programmer, but he's got real world pilots and he's got real world data from everywhere. There was just mention then of the 777. The developer of the 777 from Flight Factor, which is due out soonish, we think, he has actually got himself he's got himself rated on the Boeing 777 in real life so that he can better build a simulator for the flight sim, and it's incredible. There's an interview on xplane.org, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's just like world traffic with it. Yeah, it is. It is. What I'll do now, and we're going outside my stream. What I'll do now is I'll load up at Cardiff. Although Cardiff is not a very good example, I'll load up at a different airport and I'll turn on world traffic and I'll show you what it looks like. It's great if you don't fly online, but I fly online. I fly online with BatSim. Graphical add-ons? No. The only thing I've got Latvian controller is I have got some airports, but you can get hundreds of airports free. I have bought some airports. And that's it. I don't have reshade or anything like that. You don't need it in X-Plane 12. What you see with X-Plane 12 is default, graphically. There are no graphical add-ons. I have got some airports, and you'll see when we go to Cardiff Airport that it's an Orbx. It's an Orbx airport, and it's brilliant. The PMDG 737 is very good, but how much does it cost? And this 737 is free, and it is fantastic. It's in continual development. We get new versions of it virtually every day, because the guy who's doing it is called Zibo, Z-I-B-O, and his aim is to make it the best 737-800 on any simulator, and it is. Right, let me quickly go to explain.org and see if I can get hold of the 777. I probably missed it again, knowing me. Let me go to the store. Oh, I got the MD-11, by the way, because it's just been updated again. Airliners, Boeing Airliners, 777. Am I in? Come on. No, I've missed it again. Oh, I'm not eligible. I've missed it again. Damn it. Never mind. Never mind. Right. I need to check where we are. Right. Oh, yeah, I'm always logged in. I'm always logged in, Neil, so I go straight to my account. Okay, here we are. So, let me just get this off here. Turn that off. Why would it pause? Alright, okay. The other add-on I've got with this is I have got Linda. And she's an autopilot. She's like a first officer.
Hello, Cap. My name is Linda. I am your first officer today.
Yeah, that's Linda. She can do loads of stuff. You know, she can go through checklists, and you know, she's really quite.
Break half.
No, I don't want the speed brake off. Shush. But sometimes I just turn Linda off because she can be annoying. Okay, so this is X camera, which enables you to move around the aircraft to whatever you want. Yeah, I got it set up like that. Let's go outside. So this is Cardiff Airport. I've stayed in that hotel there. I'm trying to get a different view for you. That's not it. Shift 2. Here we go. Here we go.
I am ready for electrical power-up procedure.
Okay, Linda. Shush. Cardiff Airport. Here we go. So this, and I'm just using the camera system here within X-Plane, which is so straightforward. It's so simple. You know, you can just do anything you want, and I don't have to mess around with any menus. I've just got a few keys. Yes, all the X-Plane 11 airports will work in X-Plane 12. No problem at all. You might have a terrain mesh issue, but I don't think so. Also, whilst we're here, this is of course Orbx south scenery via the viaduct there, the aqueduct viaduct. There's a railway line on that in real life. Okay, this is my local airport, so I know this very well. You've got the British Airways maintenance hangar there where they do stage 4 maintenance on the 747s. So let me just show you this. Okay, so let's just start this up. I'm going to bring in the crew. I might have to turn this up a little bit so you can hear it, what's going on. Yeah, turn that up a little bit for you. Ground service, connect the GPU. Okay. Battery on. Fuel. Okay. Low pressure lights on there. We're starting the APU. Low pressure light just oh, I haven't got my cursor on so you can't see. Turn it off. You'll see the APU come up. There we go, coming up. So we're starting the APU. Just wait for the blue light to come on. Pressure drops. Come on, come on, come on. Something's happened, yeah, my switch is not working. Something gone wrong there. I'll have to sort that out. Probably on the update. APU bleed is on. Electrical. Okay. Let's see. Oh. I'm rushing through this, that's why. I shouldn't really rush, but we'll just start the engines up very quickly. Just so you can see. And right. And then I'll show you some of my add-ons, okay? Wait a second, let's just very quickly.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
She's ready for before taxi procedure. Let's now I can, if I wanted to, I could talk to Linda, but I've turned off my voice recognition. But what I can do is I can go to procedures list, and she's saying before taxi procedure. So let's click on
before
that.
Taxi procedure.
So she's just checking through everything before taxi procedure. So rather than me doing it, she's doing it. Yeah, see, it's turning everything to continuous checking. Yeah.
Before taxi procedure complete.
Thank you, Linda. But,
I am ready for before taxi checklist.
no, we won't do the checklist. We'll just turn these on now, and then turn you off. And there we have it. So, you know, pretty good. We've got a HUD as well, and I need to do an update for this because apparently there is a new. The HUD has been updated, but we can use that for precision approaches in bad weather. So, let me just show you a few other things. I know it's not configured correctly because my... Oh yeah, shut. Let's have a look at better pushback. This is not something you've got... I don't believe you have. But let's... So with better pushback, I can push back the aircraft in any direction, anywhere I want. So I click there, click, just for giggles, I can do that, and then that, and then that, right? And
ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
yeah. So that would be my pushback, that wavy line. So that's one add-on. Here's another add-on. I like this add-on. This is good fun. FM car, show map. So you know I can actually select on the map. Oh gosh, I'm trying to move you and it won't move. Clear route. Ah. Right. I can normally move this to where I want, but for some reason it's stuck. Right. Turn that off. What else have I got? Oh, ground handling. You'll like this. Ground handling deluxe. And I can't remember whether this cost me anything or whether it was free. You drive up. We'll have a look outside. Now the problem with this, of course, is that some vehicles end up being inside things, but everything drives up. Stairs, service air, all sorts of things. And of course, a lot of this is free. A lot of it's on explain.org. Once you join explain.org in the forum, you just ask questions, or join Explain dedicated on Facebook or any of the Explain forums, and you'll get all the answers, all your questions answered in no time at all. Yeah, all good fun. Right, so let me come back here and see what's happening. Jerky Jacko, this looks so much more realistic than I can sim. Right. Oh, right, yeah, that was the other thing, wasn't it? I was going to look at world traffic. That's world traffic. So with world traffic, what you do, you click on flight setup, and you say you're going from Cardiff to Heathrow, okay? I've set en route traffic density at 100, airport densities at 100%, airport operation, create flight, and it's loading all the AI aircraft. Now Cardiff is not a busy airport in the real world anyway, so we might not see that much traffic here at Cardiff Airport, but I'll show you a couple of little neat tricks about this. So it's creating the flights based on real world flight plans, yeah? It's loading all sorts of stuff. It's loading in SIDS and stars so that the aircraft that it generates will fly those. It's really good. I don't use this that often because I fly on VATSIM, but if I'm reviewing something, it's just putting the Flybe aircraft down there, and there's BA aircraft as well. I'm not so sure. Okay, let's have a look. Shift 2. Let's have a look around here. Oops. move down here quickly. Oh yeah, it's the Qatar aircraft. Yeah, we do have Qatar flights from here to Doha. Is it once a day or once a week? I can't remember. And there was a Flybe aircraft there. Flybe no longer fly out of Cardiff. They left, I think. There's another one there as well at the back, on top of the static aircraft. So those are real world ones, yeah. And I'll show you a neat little trick here. So if you go up to here and then go on World Traffic Radar, you can toggle the radar on. We'll select the airport EGFF. Okay, select airport. So we got a couple of aircraft, 40 nautical miles. Well, let's have a look on this one. So you click on it, track camera, and it tracks that aircraft. Yeah, so I can move that and put that on a different screen. And I've just noticed there's a delay, a lengthy delay. Let's look at that. That's better. And it's tracking that aircraft, that EasyJet, which was 40 nautical miles away, wasn't it? It's going north as well. So it's over, I think it's over Swansea area. That looks like Swansea Bay to me. Yeah, it's going LPFR to EGGP, so it's going to Liverpool. Yeah, we could track that all the way to Liverpool. Let's see if we can find anything further out. Here we go, 80 nautical miles away. That looks, what's that, I wonder? Oh, it's a little Loganair. Sometimes the models, especially the turboprops, they do this with the propellers, which is a shame. That's going south. That's going from Glasgow down to Jersey, I think. Yeah. Ah, we've got a big plane here. What's that? Which one's this? Oh no, it's just British Airways. 777. It's going from Heathrow to JFK, and it's on the right track, of course, coming out of Heathrow to the north of Cardiff. And there's another one behind him. Who's that? Maybe I should. Let me just show you. Oh, unfortunately, I cannot show you the radar. Oh yeah, there we are. So this one, right? We've got that's that one there, yeah. And this is the one following behind, which is American. Airbus 330. Going from Heathrow to Philadelphia by the looks of it, KPHL. Cool. Not bad at all, eh? So yeah, World Traffic Radar is pretty good. Like I say, unfortunately, I use it if I'm reviewing software or something and just having a mess around. Don't tend to use it because I fly online. Just have a look at another one, Jet 2. He's going to Tenerife, I think. GCTS from Birmingham. Yeah, he's flying south. Cool. So, there is your world traffic. And still flying over Orbx scenery here, Orbx South. And as you can see, we're what's our altitude? Flight level 250, nearly 260. Right. Okay, everybody. Well, that is it. It was only supposed to be a short stream. I thought it was going to be about half an hour, but we've done an hour. Just coming up to an hour. But the main thing was Orbx, Great Britain South, and Orbx, Great Britain North was what I wanted to show you, which I have done. And then we've moved on to a couple of other things because I can't remember who it was. Was it Jacko or was it somebody else? I'm trying to remember now. It was Latvian controller who wanted who asked a few questions about XP12, and of course I was happy to answer them. This weather that we can see is generated. So oops, let me get out of that, and we'll try and put real world weather on now that we're at a higher altitude and see what that looks like. Download real world weather, which takes no time at all. And we'll apply that, see what that looks like beneath our aircraft. There we are. There we go. So real world weather, where this aircraft is flying at the moment, and it's so much better than what it was. So much better, and there's still room for improvements. I've been told things are still going to improve. Jacob, a message was deleted by one of my mods. Thanks, Justin. Thanks for your help as usual. Neil's nice to see you. I'll get back into streaming properly. I'll do a flight, a proper flight in due course. Of course, as many of you know, my dog, bless him, he passed away in February. I've got a new dog, Harry. I don't know whether you know this, Justin. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I've got a new dog puppy, Harry, who drives me insane with his antics. But yeah, all good fun. Okay, let's have a look at ground handling deluxe. It's all there now. Baggage handlers, fuel trucks, service air or serve air, etc., etc. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what I haven't shown you. Let's do this quickly. Customize. Done. Right, resume flight. The night lighting has changed immeasurably in XP12. So let's go into the evening here. I mean, look at that! Look at that sun there. Sunset. Wow. Cool. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, yeah, Justin. Yeah, Harry is unbelievable. He's just one of the weirdest sleeping dogs I've ever seen. He sleeps upside down on his back most of the time. Yeah, and we're very much gutted about Frank. We were talking about it this afternoon. Fran and I, we were sat in the garden, and we miss him terribly. But it's the circle of life, so they tell us. It's just a bit hard to bear when it happens so suddenly. And Frank was only 7. Anyway, let's try and keep the mood light. I don't know whether Latvian controller is still with us. It doesn't appear to me, although he might be. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please share my video if you can. Share it to other people. Give me a thumbs up. It takes a second to click on the button. There's 11 people here watching, so just click on the button there. Give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. YouTube loves that algorithm. Just click on the thumbs up, please. It'll only take you a second, and I'd like to thank you all for coming in and having a look. Oh, I think we've got an aircraft going out to you by the looks of it. Yeah, we have. He's just been pulled out by the tug. Maybe we'll watch him depart. Yeah, he's on his way. Oh yeah, that's the Flyby aircraft, obviously. Probably going to Tenerife or somewhere. Let's see if we can check on him. We've got to wait for him to get airborne before we can actually see what's going. I used World Traffic Global at, where was I? Gatwick, and it was really good because you're just stuck in a line of traffic waiting to take off, so you have to wait your turn. Only trouble is there's no ATC with that. But you know, I'm not bothered about that. If I want ATC, I'll go to... oh, you see the follow me car there as well, waiting for this aircraft, I think. Is he? No, he is. He's just stuck there. And the aircraft has just gone over the top of him. Alright. We'll wait until this guy departs, I think. Can I get a different view, maybe? Yeah, here we are. This is tower view, if I recall. Yeah. Tower view, so we can see him taxiing down. There. If you're still here, Latvian controller, of course, all the lighting here is volumetric. So, you know, lights up stuff, and as it goes past, the light bloom and everything is just lovely. Looks fabulous at the moment. That looks like an Embraer. It's either that or what's that? ERJ that's just come out, isn't it? Excuse me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I've just had a call time for tomorrow. 12 PM. Well, I've had my call time for tomorrow. I'm filming tomorrow for the BBC. When I say I'm filming for the BBC, I'm not a cameraman. I'm a supporting artist. And yeah, 12 PM in the afternoon. We're going to be in a park in Grangetown. And it could rain. But we're filming as if it's spring. So... that's okay. It's just started raining here in the real world outside the window. They did say we was going to have rain this evening. So there we've got Fly V. He's just coming on to the runway 12 departure. We'll watch this guy go out and then I will end the stream. But it's been a real pleasure doing the stream this evening. I'll do a flight in due course. There's a star just come out there, over there. You can see it twinkling in the sky just there. Alright. Here we go. Runway is clear. 40%. Toga. This is better than watching Big Jet TV. And rotate. And there he goes. Oh, and a bit of a contrail behind him. Very nice indeed. Very nice departure, sir. Wheels up. And off he goes. Contrail's fading behind him. Contrails, of course, are from vapour, nothing more. So the vapour trails. Well, there we go. A Fly V's departed. Qatar aircraft doesn't look as though it's going anywhere in the near future. So, oh, the moon is up. And we'll see you again sometime in the near future. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream, found it useful. got any questions, put them down in the comments below, and please hit the like button. Like I say, it only takes a second to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you soon. Take care and cheerio.